Is that light distracting?
I don't know. We can turn it off.
I don't know how that. I had this over here more. I feel like it looks dark in here.
It is because we have no light.
And I just got to make sure that there's no.
You gotta turn that light on. And that light.
No, that's terrible. What's up, everyone? It's Thursday night. It's 30-minute Thursday. Welcome in. Hopefully the sound is good. Once people start showing up, please let us know if the sound is good. We have switched locations into the kitchen, mostly because someone just commented that the map behind us was very distracting. Mike, what's up? How's it going? Good evening. So on 30-minute Thursday here, we answer questions in the chat. We also will talk about what we talked about on the podcast this week, I guess, a little bit on the Raisin Nuts podcast. It's available on Apple.
Do we have to?
Sure. Thanks, Charles. Thank you for letting us know that the sound is fine. The Sixers game is on in the background, and they've made it a close game. They're down by 5 with 11 minutes left. And what else do we do here? Just chat. We're just here to chat and hang out.
We just hang out.
We're just here to hang out.
I'm just gonna sit like this all night.
You're not going to say anything? You're just going to sit
No,
like that?
I'm gonna make sure I have a smile on my face all
Oh,
night. No
yeah.
one thinks I look miserable.
Yeah, you're good. Hey, Daniel, what's up, buddy? Sixers don't suck. The coolest, hottest poker fan in the world. Thank you very much. We're doing well, I think. You doing well?
I'm great.
Okay. Mike, you are getting ready for the WCP in Tampa next week. That's awesome. I really considered going down there. Still considering it, but probably not going to go.
You are?
Not really. But, there's a circuit event going on there.
The kids have off school.
They do have off school. But there's just too much else going on. Every other weekend we have somewhere to go. So Charles said you've been up live recently. That's my home spot. Good games there recently. I haven't been to live since I was there for the tournament 3 weekends ago. Or 4 weekends ago, something like that. I don't know, whatever it was. But I haven't been there recently. Not sure when I'll be back. Probably sometime soon.
Look at this.
What?
There.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. It's a late arriving crowd this evening.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 6 people here with us right now. I don't know where
School
everyone
is for fools.
I agree with that 100%.
Mm-hmm. I can't stand it, but it's the law, I guess.
That's a podcast discussion topic we haven't even hit on yet that we were planning on talking about at some point. This week on the podcast, which came out yesterday, it was very. This week on the podcast was a very deep and emotional chat.
Yes.
So if you guys haven't heard that yet, go over to Apple and or whatever podcast platform you listen to the podcast on. It comes out every Wednesday at 5 a.m. I will not spoil the pod, Anthony. Daniel is referring to. He asks if I'm demoralized and have deep-seated anxiety by being soul-crushed in Mario Kart by a kindergartner. What happened tonight? Andrew twice beat me in the 4 rounds of Mario Kart on the Switch, and is the first time I've lost in this house over probably a 50-game sample.
So when you say first time you lost, do you mean like lost in any race period?
No,
or
no,
like
no.
Lost overall,
I've lost single races.
Okay.
But that's the first time that I lost. You race 4 times.
Right.
And then total points wins. And usually I win every race for the most part. But he smoked me tonight. He smoked me. And I'm like, I'm sitting here. It's one of those things where I feel like kind of Phil Galfond right now. I don't know if you know what's going on with Phil Galfond.
No, I don't.
He did this Phil Galfond challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And he challenged anybody to play him heads up PLO on Run It Once Poker.
Okay.
And he's playing this guy named Vinny Vidi, and they've played 8 days or something so far. Phil's lost every single day so far. He's down like $400,000.
Oh, great.
That's how I feel right now and Phil doesn't know what to do. I just feel like I just got smashed, pretty much.
Oh, you're something.
All right. Charles said there's epic mugs at Maryland Live. I agree. my favorite place to do meetup games for sure, and would love to do one again there soon. Anthony said, "Don't spoil the pot." I think I said that already. Mike, I did not let him win. Ask Jody.
No.
I refuse to let the kids win anything. I don't. That doesn't
true.
happen. I don't let them win. They earned it. Oliver, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Oliver.
Oliver is in Bali right now.
I know he hurt himself.
Yes, he had an epic toe injury, which seems mean to joke about because
he was posting it on social media, so I feel okay laughing about it because he's all right now.
Yeah, but
he got all fixed up.
Stubbing your toe is like the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's awful.
And then having to go to a hospital to get it fixed up, that's just not. I assume that Oliver will be back in on the grind soon, right? You gotta soak that in. Like if I hurt my foot like that, I wouldn't be doing anything for like a week.
Oh God, you would be like just crying and ringing a bell or something. Yes. You needed something.
That's the way to go. Mike said he must have been in the lab practicing. He absolutely was in the lab practicing. Andrew now has probably played. He had never played Mario Kart. Cam always makes fun of me for saying Mario. It's Mario. What was it? Oh yeah. He up until a month ago or whatever, he had never played Mario Kart, and now he's probably played over 500 games.
Oh my God.
I guess.
So bad.
He's the man. Ben said, "Hey guys, how goes it this fine Thursday? I'm drinking beer and it's fairly moist." What do you mean? What does it mean? It's a frothy beverage.
Okay. I've never heard anybody describe a drink as fairly moist.
Has anybody described you as fairly moist?
What's wrong with you?
That is inappropriate, probably, right?
Ew.
All right. Hopefully that gives somebody a laugh.
Dennis told me today that he watched the live stream last week.
Oh, God.
So I hope Dennis is not watching. Dennis, if you're watching, just ignore him.
Oh, boy. Let's see. I don't know what Anthony's referring to. I think he won one day.
I think he means Phil.
Oh, he won one day. No, he if he did win, it was, I think they thought he won, but then he lost by $13. All right. Any update about PA mugs, parks, perhaps? Daniel, it's not up to me, unfortunately. I guess I could probably try to do one on my own, but I think that they want to
reach out and ask.
No, there's discussions, but it's not on me. I can't make it happen, and I think other people have to make it happen.
Okay, I don't know what that means. It's very cryptic.
That means that
you haven't updated me about anything.
That means that I don't think that I have the pool to make it happen on my own, and that they want other people to come in and make it happen.
Okay, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, broken toes are no joke. James, good evening. James, I will let you know, James. You must spell Jody's name correctly. It's Jody. If you spell it with an I, she will never ever talk to you again.
Stop saying stuff like that. I've never said that before.
Okay, I'm just putting words in your mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
You enjoy doing that.
Sorry. Would you like to go through the chat and talk about what the people are saying?
No, just don't say that.
I didn't know if you wanted
to somebody again.
No, I know if you want to.
Why do I have this piece of hair that's sticking out? Where is it? Stop.
We switched places. Yes, James. We switched into the kitchen right now.
We're on opposite sides, though. Usually I'm over here.
Since we got on the Hawks 107 overrun. Yes. So I guess Daniel said Oliver Biles' lovely girlfriend will be babying him back to health. She's the best.
Alice.
Yes. She does have a name.
Yes,
we'll give her a name. Her name is Alice. She's been an angel, and she's always an angel. So makes sense. Mike, he could be the ninja. Do you know who Ninja is?
No.
Let's teach Jody who Ninja is. Ninja is the most popular and most financially secure at this point streamer in the world, gaming streamer.
Oh,
he's a Fortnite. I think he plays other games.
Did he win the Fortnite thing or whatever? Oh, okay.
He's just the most popular. I don't think he won anything.
Okay.
So he could be the ninja of Mario Kart. Mario Kart. Steve said my girlfriend would have slapped me if I said that.
I'm used to it.
I'm assuming he's referring to the moist comment.
Yeah, I'm just used to it.
Keep faking more pain, Oliver, for more babying. That's the way to do it. That's what the man flu is all about, right? That's like
That's
if you
man cold.
Man cold. Sorry, whatever. Man cold. Carl. Good evening to the hardest working couple in South Jersey. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, I hope you're doing well out there, buddy. Daniel said, am I saying my cachet is not as fierce as it is with Jody and the fam? No, it's not. I mean, I don't know. I could probably make things happen. I also got to probably just do stuff to make it happen.
Trevor doesn't like to communicate with people. He likes to sit in front of his computer and play poker and not communicate with the outside world.
All right. Once we get caught up in here, I have something to say. James said, I played my favorite vlog of Trevor's for my wife tonight, Andrew Helmuth Part 2 from July 2019. She thought it was a riot. That's awesome. Jody was actually rewatching a bunch of the kids' videos this morning and cracking up hysterically.
I was laughing a lot.
Vince said, love the videos. Thanks for all the laughs and poker vlogs. Thank you, Vince. Thanks for stopping by. That's a new name in the chat. I like to see a new name here every once in a while. I want to see where's my man Presley at from Trinidad, because we answered his question on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
James said that spell check did it. So
that's okay. It's all good. That was Trevor talking, not me.
Oliver said, are you all coming out to WSP again this year? And if so, what dates? We are. I'm actually in the process of booking our house this early for the first time ever.
He's been in the process.
Yeah, well,
So we'll see if it actually gets booked.
Go vote yourself. We are coming. Let me look up the dates here. What did we say? We said that's July. Okay, we want to be there. We're coming June 30th until July 10th or 11th, somewhere around there. So just for the main event probably, and we will be there. Steve said, should I be someone's horse if I have to take time off work to play in the game? As in, should you get a backing deal? I'm confused. Can you clarify that for me? What is the next plan for a funny video with the kids? Well, Jody had an idea today, and then I started thinking of some things. So Jody's idea was that now that Marley has a actual boyfriend, Spraggy, and if you guys saw one of the first kids videos we ever did was Andrew was looking for a poker girlfriend based on, the idea that he had previous poker girlfriends, Kelly Minkin and Jamie Kerstetter, but then he saw the video that Marley was looking for a poker boyfriend, and we made that whole thing. So Jody had the idea that maybe Andrew should do some sort of video, acknowledging the fact that Marley actually had a boyfriend named Spraggy now. So then I got in the shower and started using the head here. And I thought it'd be funny if Andrew did a parody song of Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know about the situation. So right now on my computer right here, I actually have You Ought to Know somewhere on here. There it is right here. I have You Ought to Know the lyrics written out, and then my lyrics over the top of it. So we're going to see what happens with that. Ben said, tips for embracing variance among your poker results. Been playing 2-5-10, went plus 1310, plus 95, plus 1168, then negative 1604 within 4 days. Huge swings, and I'm profitable, yet today was discouraging. Ben, you got to think about the long run, buddy. Can't sweat the day-to-day. It really helps if you put in a lot of volume and a lot of hours, and then that way you can kind of just grind through it. And yeah, you just have to really try to focus on each decision that you make, and then know that in the long run things are going to work out. And Anthony said, I'm just here to watch people solicit Jody.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Mike booked his Airbnb already. 6BT said, running up Reno. I would love to make it there. We talked about going there before because that would be a lot of fun. There's a couple of problems. One, it seems to always fall on a time that we can't go. Two,
what's going on?
To get there seems a little difficult from Philadelphia to get there direct, and we always fly Southwest. So I don't know. We're gonna say
there's something Is it like cheer related that's always going on?
Yep. The next one that they plan, we're going to be in Myrtle Beach, so we just can't go for that one. Paul said, "Will you be continuing to play Every Hand Challenge for charity?" Yes, I do. I do want to continue that. I do want to eventually, at some point, go play some hand in a poker in a casino that are not that. So we'll see. Andrew started that blog with breaking news. Yeah, remember that. July 15th, after you win the main. Sounds good to me, Oliver. Colin, what's up, buddy? Good seeing you. Nice to see you in the chat here. Colin makes some of my favorite videos on Twitter that his creativity is pretty awesome, and I shout out to Colin for sure. Okay, so Steve said he wants to stake me to play, but it's on Tuesday night, and I have to go into work 3 to 4 hours late to play. It's a no-risk deal to me. Yeah, man. It sounds pretty great to me. I mean, I don't see why not. I would do it. Oliver said, "Can I be Andrew's best friend in this video? We can set up a call. I'm sure we can get you in with something, Oliver." James, I booked my hotel for Springfield, so I am coming to Springfield.
What is that?
That's the meetup game with Brad and Andrew in Boston.
Ooh.
Do you want to come?
Well, we need a babysitter.
Yeah. Yeah, 10K downswing this month playing live doesn't sound fun, Mike. Oh yeah, Anthony said wait until the coronavirus is over before playing. The good thing is I don't drink Corona, so I can't get it right.
Totally safe.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
AJ, what's up, buddy? All right. So now that we're caught up here a little bit, do you have anything that you want to say? No, I just talked for 10 hours.
No.
No?
What am I gonna say? You're talking about poker. There's nothing for me to say.
Okay. Do you have any topics that you'd like to discuss on this live stream?
No, it's all good. What? Oh, collab.
Yeah. Speaking of collab and Anthony, who's in the chat, I just told him that I had an idea for some content, and it just sprung on me.
Okay.
As I was laying up there on the beanbag chair and you were reading. So I've been coaching Anthony for the last few weeks, and we do like a FaceTime. We do an hour a week. He sends me his hands every day. I put them into my Hold'em manager. Anthony plays on PokerStars PA. So he sends me his hands, makes it really easy that I can just put his hands into my Hold'em manager and go over them. Then we do our session on FaceTime where we go over a bunch of different situations and a bunch of just general stuff. So I was thinking, what if we made this into a weekly series on the YouTube channel? I'm going to introduce Anthony. We're going to take Anthony from a low stakes winning player, because Anthony's a winning player, to a mid stakes crusher.
Okay.
And we're going to do it each week. We'll do an hour-long session that's put up on the YouTube channel of what the strategy is all about. It's going to be very poker-oriented strategy. And people get to follow Anthony's journey from, this low-stakes player who repairs guitars all day long to a crushing mid-stakes player.
Okay.
And that's going to be how it goes.
This is exhilarating.
Well, this is what the people want. I don't know if the people want this, but we're going to see. AJ said, "I took your advice and started playing online cash regularly. I'm on 2-5 crushing it, played live home game 25-50 for over a year. Now the game's dead. Surprisingly, one happening this Saturday. Any advice for the live home game?" Run good in it for sure. I'm guessing that with the 25-50 game, especially if you're going to have to take this question in a second.
I can't take this question.
You can't?
About poker?
Oh, okay. All right, I'm okay now. Okay, my guess is if this was a 25-50 game that went for a while and the game was dead, and now there's one randomly happening, it would probably mean that some special players want to play. So my advice would be to get involved with those guys as much as possible, mix it up with them as much as possible, make sure they're having a good time, gamble it up with them, and play a lot of pots with them. That's my guess. If Jody's an indicator. That's pretty funny. Did you see next weekend they have a charity event in Toronto? Winner gets a platinum pass. I did not see that. That's pretty awesome. You should go. Although I guess it's probably pretty far for you, I would think, right, Colin? Toronto is only like an hour and a half flight for me. But next weekend.
It was less than that.
Was it?
Wasn't it? I think it was like, I don't remember being, I don't know why I'm jumping right now. I don't remember being that long.
Okay.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, but next weekend we have a cheer competition.
We
So
do.
out for me. Yeah, I would love to go. I like Toronto a lot, and obviously would like to win a platinum pass, but not going to happen next weekend, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got a question from Mike. Would you like to read the question?
How did I react when I first met Trevor that he played poker? I met Trevor before he played poker.
That's right.
So it was a little different.
You know what I did?
You went to college?
I was in college, yeah. I played video games.
Mm-hmm. And you worked for Rutgers?
Mm-hmm. Smoked a lot of drugs. I worked at Rutgers, yeah, which is 25th ranked in the nation right now in basketball, which is pretty happy and pretty exciting thing.
I was a student at Drexel University.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So then I guess answer it from this perspective of once we I guess reconnected, if you will, and you found out that I was playing poker for a living.
It never bothered me. I don't know. Like it just.
What was your first reaction when I was like, hey, guess what? I play poker for a living.
I thought, oh, that's cool.
You were like, that's cool. I kind of want to marry you and have your babies.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
So that's the way it works.
He said, like, I'm not a gambler. I don't enjoy gambling at all. I don't really know what to even do with any of it. I can't play poker. I can't play any table games. The only thing I can do is press buttons on a slot machine. Like I really don't even, I think roulette is dumb. Like I just don't even, it's not my thing, but it doesn't bother me that you do it. And especially doesn't bother me because you're good at it and you don't do any other gambling stuff.
That's true.
So you just play poker and, we've had a good life. So I don't know. Initially it never fazed me. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah. I think it's tough to explain to a lot of people that poker's not gambling and that it's a game of skill. I mean, it can be gambling for some people. Obviously, if you don't have an edge in the game that you're playing, then you are essentially just gambling. But so yeah, I don't know. I mean, we get the question a lot as far as how to handle a spouse with that. I mean, if it's not your main source of income and it's just a hobby, then I would treat it always as any other hobby that you have in your life, which is like you need to have communication with your spouse and you guys should obviously do things together or whatever. So Steve said, is it possible for someone who's normally tagged to play lag effectively? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I personally think that you should be trying to play all different styles. And the way that I got better at that was playing in a bunch of different types of games at different times of the day. So I went through different phases where I played 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I had other phases where I played 11 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And you end up having to play different styles and adjusting to. And I think really it's bad to kind of put yourself into that box of I'm a tag player, I'm a lag player. Like you really should just be adjusting to different game dynamics and understanding how to construct your ranges in different situations. PokerNews.com said, big fans of your content, Savages.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Anthony says a question for you there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're looking up. Okay, we'll get back to you, Anthony. AJ said, thanks for the advice. Another question related to Cam. Why is cheer such a big deal in the U.S.? That's a great question, AJ. I don't know. It's fun for her for sure, and she loves it. It is a full-time job for her. It is the most expensive sport I think there can probably be. If there's a more expensive sport than cheer,
I've heard ice hockey and lacrosse.
Yeah, I know that those are pretty expensive. I mean, I guess it just depends on how much they travel too, because like throwing in all the travel and stuff like that, it's just
yeah,
it's
just outrageous.
Crazy. Yeah.
But she, I mean, she's super athletic.
Yeah.
It's not like cheer where she's throwing pom-poms in the air. She's doing like extreme stuff.
Yeah.
And working really hard, a lot of hours, a lot of dedication to it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you want to answer Anthony's question now? What's his question?
Yeah, the question is about elderberry extract. So it looks like the extract is probably just lest. What does that mean? That's not a word.
Nope. Actually, it is lest you.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to say that. It looks like the extract is less appetizing.
And that's it. It's the same health wise.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you have the.
If I could pick up on the microphone, that this is. I don't know if you heard that. That was a car going by on the highway.
It's not a highway.
The street outside of our house, and it's just ridiculous.
So Anthony, if you can grab the bottle or whatever it is, and tell me what the dosage is, like as far as how much elderberry is in it. But otherwise, it's probably just mostly the flavor is probably not so great in the elderberry extract, because elderberry itself is gross. It does not taste good. But if you get the right kinds, then they're flavored properly, and then they taste a lot better. But if she can get it down, then whatever, it'll help.
Do you want to explain to everyone else what elderberry is and what it's for?
Elderberry is a supplement that you can take to help with the flu, to help ward off the flu. And it basically works by making your cells slippery so that the viruses can't latch on. Slippery cells? Yeah.
Okay.
But it's super helpful if you take it leading up to flu season and then continue taking it daily. But then also if you get the flu, you can take like large doses of it daily to get rid of it quickly.
Okay. Tom said, I think poker like bridge and backgammon are mind sports. I agree with you very much, Tom. Dana said, well, if Poker News is on this live stream, Trevor's got a lot of cachet. Maybe now. Skiing is expensive. Yeah, I can imagine skiing. Do I think Cam will make a long career out of cheer? I think she'll have a long young kid career.
She wants to make it a career.
Like she wants to do it when she's older?
She wants to be a coach.
Yeah.
She wants to continue cheering all the way through. Well, she used to want to be on the after high school team, because in cheer you can only cheer up to your high school graduation. But then they have some teams that are like whatever they're called. I think they're international co-ed teams or something. So you can be on them at any age. And our gym had one, but now I think they don't have them anymore. So she really wanted to work all the way up to that team. But now they're gone. So I don't know. I mean, there's other gyms that have it, but she has said multiple times that she wants to be a cheer coach when she's done.
So. Fireman Scott in the house here. Fireman Scott has a YouTube channel also. He does a bunch of PLO hands, which is sorely needed in the space. And so you guys should check out his channel. And also, Fireman Scott is the one that said a couple weeks ago when the perpetrator was in there with the 9 inches for your little booty, he was having a good time and laughing with his neighbors, or laughing loudly around his neighbors. James said, Jody, you look amazing. You were not feeling well the last time I was on.
I feel better.
I assume it's Trevor, and then he didn't finish his sentence, but I don't know what that. Maybe he's probably going to say, Trevor, you are so lucky to have her as your wife, because I agree with that. Rich P, what's up?
I took a lot of elderberry, actually.
Oh, there you go.
And I feel a lot better.
Shout out to Rich P here in the chat. I like seeing the new names in there, because that means that there's new people checking in, and I like that. That's good. We get to see some new people checking in. And another new name, Colin Mason from West Australia. Awesome, West Australia. Would you like to go to Australia one day?
I would love to go to Australia. It's my dream trip.
Yep. Oh, we had another new name in here, James, another person who said you look like a supermodel.
Thank you. It was very nice.
Look at you. See, if you guys listen to our podcast at all, sometimes Jody feels a little insignificant. So probably because I don't stop talking. And so you guys telling her how great she looks, that's great. And you guys can always tell her how great she looks. That will never bother me. Promise. You can even slide into her DMs if you want. On Instagram at JLSav_eats.
Oh my God.
Anthony said, looks like concentrate to mix in water. Elderberry, apple, grape, concentrate blend.
So mixing it into water is just going to make it taste better and make it go down easier, because straight elderberry is disgusting.
Oliver, obviously if we went to Australia, we would stop in Bali. And if we did ever go to Australia or anywhere on that side of the world, we would just go with you. So you would just have to show us around the world. And that's what's going to happen.
There you go.
All right. Ian, what's up, buddy? First time watching the live stream. I'm the one that commented on our school milk comments.
Yep. I recognize your name.
There we go. Fireman Scott saying you look beautiful also.
Thank you.
No, listen, not sure you should be putting me out your own way. Hey, listen, it's all good. Chris Morales, another new name. How's it going? How bad is it that I'm eating Frito pie for dinner?
What the hell is Frito pie? I don't even know what that is. It
It's a-
sounds terrible, but I don't know what it is. So you got to tell me. I think Frito-Lay, like corn chips.
Frito pie. Frito pie. Should I Google it, or do we just get
I don't know.
somebody can answer what that is?
It's Fritos with chili.
Frito pie.
Yikes.
Apparently it's a popular dish in the Midwestern and Southwestern United States. Basic ingredients are chili, cheese, corn chips, especially Fritos. Jody would not advocate for that meal.
I wouldn't.
We had burrito bowls tonight. I think we had that last Thursday too, that I made at home.
Mm-hmm. I never heard of it.
Yes, Scott, where are you again? And are you in? I know you're in Texas. What city in Texas are you in? Houston, is it? So yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Give it a big thumbs up. We can't have these thumbs downs that we're getting on these. We got to keep building the channel. And somebody said, James said, almost 10,000 subs. Let's make it happen tonight. Let's do it.
Find a comfortable place to sit for these things.
Houston, okay, I thought so.
Really can't get comfortable.
So Scott, we're going to Dallas in a month, which I think is like 2 or 3 hours from Houston, though, right? Because I do want to come to Houston badly to play in some of these games. I think it would be a blast to make some videos and play in the games and everything. It is 10 o'clock already. See, James said time flies with it. It really does go by really fast.
It does.
I think we might just have to change it to the Thursday Nuts Live and get rid of the 30-minute Thursday.
It's fine.
It's Thursday Nuts Live, and we'll just stay here all night.
Listen, I got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Here we are.
We're here. You're supposed to say, like, choke slam that like button. Can you say that?
No.
No?
I'm not.
You say, there's all these other things that people say. You can just be like Cam.
People say choke slam.
Well, Joey Ingram says that.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, Joey Ingram says that. Yeah, Frito pie. So is there a way we can make Frito pie in a healthy way?
No.
No.
Well, you can make healthy chili and then not add corn chips to it.
So then it's not really Frito pie, right?
I guess not.
No.
I mean, you could. Okay, so you could do a healthy chili and then put grain-free tortilla chips in it.
Grain-free tortilla chips.
How's that?
All right, here we go. Oliver wants each of us to tell him what we think makes a successful marriage. Would you like to go first?
Communication.
Okay.
Communication is key. And being able to be introspective. Because if you cannot be introspective, then you'll never get anywhere.
All right.
And emotional intelligence is very important, which goes along with the being introspective.
I say all those things plus wild, crazy, deep, passionate physical attraction to each other.
Mm-hmm. Or you just marry me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. and then also, I mean, so like all those things obviously are really important. And I think just like really, really liking each other is important too.
Yes.
Like obviously all relationships are different. And I think it just makes it obviously so much easier if you just really like the person that you're with and you want to make them happy all the time. And so it makes it a lot easier to just think, am I being a fuck up here? Mm-hmm. Or is she being a fuck up? And if I'm being a fuck up, it's probably me. I'm probably an idiot and I'm probably wrong. So I should probably figure out what makes her happy.
Yeah. Like in previous relationships, I was a bit of a Looney Tune because I was immature and, I was way younger. I mean, Trevor and I have been together since we were 23. I'm getting text messages from my stepdad here. Oh, it's just about books. Okay. I was concerned that he was watching. Yeah, so I was a little loony.
Uh-huh.
But then once we got together, like being with you makes me want to be a better person. So I've done work on myself to be better and not act like a complete and total Looney Tune so that we could be happy together. And also I just I felt really at ease with you. It was a completely different thing. So, there's something to be said for just the connection that we have as a couple.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't ever find, we've talked about this on the podcast, but there's never a time where I feel like, oh my God, I just need him to get away from me. I don't want him near me. I don't want him around. I never, like, I hear married couples where they're like, ugh, I just need a break. I need time away. I need, I really need that time. But I don't ever feel that way. I don't know about you, but.
No, I'm happy being with you all the time.
Me too.
Good. Mike said, where's the guy from last week with the crazy name? That's 9 inches for your little booty. Has not showed up yet. Daniel said, take the every hand challenge on the road to Texas and other spots across the U.S. We actually talked about that on the podcast this week. We said that we need to.
Not this week. That was last week.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
No, I think I said something about how Andrew's going to finance our trip through video games or something.
Oh, well, I think the week before you said we're going to go on the road.
Yeah, no.
Was that the week? I don't even know.
I'll tell you what, guys. I honestly was thinking something in the shower today, along with the Alanis Morissette, lyrics that we're going to be doing. I was thinking, if for some reason my online games started to go downhill or something, I would just find a casino that would be supportive of me creating a vlogger game every day, and it would just be a game that I played in every day, and I don't care what stakes it was, and I would play the game for like 5 or 6 hours with people who came out, and then I would go home and make a video every single day and upload it every day. Like I'm really surprised there's not, like, I know that like Trooper did that before in the past, whatever, but I'm surprised that there's not someone who has taken that angle of, like, I'm just going to show you 5 days a week, like in the Casey Neistat kind of format of this is my day every day and this is how I'm doing this week, and like really going all out like that. So if I ever had to, I might consider doing that once I'm retired from making all the money. And I think honestly, I think that would become the most popular YouTube poker channel there is. Okay. Daniel said, can't make it as a poker player without introspection either. 100% correct. James said, sounds simplistic but very complicated. Oliver said, great answers. Steve said, you'd be interesting to watch on POL, on Poker Out Loud. Interesting that you say that, Steve, because something might be in the works, buddy. Chris said, I had the same question. Y'all are an awesome couple, great family. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Happy wife, happy life. Yep. Colin said, are you going to release a merch line like every other vlogger? I'm not going to release a merch line, but we do hopefully have some Raisin Nuts.
I checked in today because I still haven't heard, but I also ordered a hoodie to get made for Frank so that I can just get it done. That's just the first one though, but I was going to see about going to the mall and asking that store that does stuff to see if they can make stuff for us to get like the first thing done, because I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have some Raisin Nuts t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that because people have asked for them, and we're gonna donate money to charity for it. So I don't really plan on making some kind of merch line that's gonna bring us a bunch of profit or anything like that. Not much more important than always putting the other person first. Agreed. James said, Fireman Scott said his newborn got 300,000 views. Wake up, Poker World. He said, my best friend in the Army was from Ohio. He traveled to Houston just to try the Frito pie, and we got it. It's awesome. When we got out, it's awesome. Wow, 47 years, James. That's impressive. That's awesome.
Yep, that's great.
Damn, that sucks. Fireman Scott said he checked the dates. He's going to be in Vegas, or he'd come see us in Dallas. So AJ said, I stay in Bombay currently, which is the most expensive city in India. I only play poker now. I've been thinking to move out to a place with more nature, less pollution, or even with my parents. Yeah, that good move to do it right away, or should I just grind for a few months to be more comfortable with the shift? Only issue right now is the unhealthy city lifestyle. That's tough. I mean, I personally would rather, if you can do it, I assume you can play online out in nature, right? Not in nature, but out there. I feel like it's getting late in my brain.
Specifically you have to go sit outside in the woods, in nature to do it. There's no other way.
Yeah, I would always opt towards moving out there. I mean, you got to do honestly what you think is best for you financially and for your brain and everything. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know anything about playing poker.
It has nothing to do with being poker.
Isn't that what he's asking?
He's saying, should he do it right away, or should I just grind for a few months to be more comfortable with the shift?
Yeah, I mean, if if you're asking me, I would get away from pollution immediately.
Yeah. I think I would always try to just choose what I felt was going to make me the happiest and be the best long term. Like, and not just like sacrifice something to grind and feel more comfortable with anything in the city or whatever. Daniel said, Fireman Scott, you are all amazing. Also, you and Trevor are the most underrated vloggers. Vlogs. Thank you very much. Need more PLO in his life. Oh, I missed that one. PokerNews.com. Would you be interested in doing some collab with us? Of course, PokerNews.com, I would. I'm always interested in collab. I'm a big fan of the collab.
You don't want me to collab with you? You want me to like go over? Not you, them. They want me to collab. I'll talk about poker hands.
You can talk about poker hands?
Mhm.
I think a vlog where you just go over my poker hands would be amazing, actually. Like, I just want to see you discuss, like, especially like some PLO hands. Like, what just happened in this hand? Like, for instance, did you see the other day on Instagram, I made quads. Did you believe that?
I cannot believe that.
I make quads like 17 times a day.
Mhm.
But in this particular hand, the other person had quads too.
Mhm.
And not only did he have quads, he had flop top set. So it was Queen Jack 7, and I had jacks. I had like Jack 9-8.
I stopped listening 5 minutes ago.
All right, here we go. Well, first of all, okay, let's answer these ones first. Dennis said, do you only play PLO now, or do I work on No Limit and PLO? I mostly play PLO, and I play Heads Up No Limit, but mostly PLO. But I still am pretty proficient with No Limit 6 Max. Like, I still have pretty good idea what I'm doing there. If I play the 6 Max No Limit, it's because I'm playing in Pennsylvania usually. But just doing the coaching over the last month that I've been doing is kind of forcing me to think about it a lot more, and working with Anthony and stuff like that. So I think I'm still pretty good. That was my, like, 6 Max No Limit was my main game for forever. And I played millions and millions of hands at it. Whereas PLO, I've always played PLO, but have only exclusively started playing PLO over the last close to a year or so. Jody, would you still support Trevor's poker career if he wasn't such a luck box quad monster?
That's tough to say. I assume that I would support him no matter what.
That's very nice.
Yes. I can translate this.
Okay. So Jody, we can get you on.
But I can, like,
What would you say?
I know what they're asking.
Okay, what are they asking?
What is your 3-bet range from the button versus a tight middle position open?
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I know the open is like the bet, right?
Yep. So they raise, and it's on you. You're going to 3-bet him. What hand are you going to 3-bet with? He's a tight middle position open.
All of them. Every single one of them. Doesn't matter what I have in my hand. Especially 7-2.
Okay.
That's my favorite hand.
All right. You're probably going to light a lot of money on fire, given that it's a tight middle position open. But I like the aggression. Also, do you focus on PLO because it's more profitable, because it's more fun? Both for sure. I enjoy PLO far more than No Limit. It's so much more action. It's so much. I think I'm better at it than No Limit. I think that people are worse at it than No Limit, and I really like the creativity that you can have in it, and that you don't have to fold pre-flop ever to 3-bets. That's the best part about it. You don't have to fold to a 3-bet. Pretty much, you just see the flop. It's just. I'm
gonna be honest. I wasn't listening to a word you said. I was definitely off in space. I don't even know what I was thinking about.
A Vibes hat, Raisin Nuts t-shirt, and favorable hoodie. I could probably do that. Luke, what's up, buddy? 12-inch Destroyer did not message us yet.
That's much more intense than what his actual name was.
That is a lot more. And also, we have to give a major shout out here to Luke, because Luke's new thing. If you guys want to do this also, feel free, because it's pretty amazing. But Luke likes to go on anybody else's live stream, when Brad and Andrew live stream usually, and he donates money to them and then says something about me. And
Brad and Andrew aren't going to want to talk to us anymore.
Of course, they're getting money. Luke is sending them money just so that he could say something about me. So if you guys want to do that in the future, that could be our calling card. That's the Racing the Nuts calling card. You go into other live streams, donate money, and then say something about me. Like the last time he said, how about the time that he bluffed or what did he say, devilfish? Is that what you said, Luke? But it wasn't devilfish. That was amazing.
Oh, is that a person who like passed away or something?
Is, yes. Yeah, that was it. Jesse said, do you play any high-low? I love high-low. A little bit. There's not too much of it that goes in my player pool. So if the game goes, then I'm usually in there because the right people are in there. And it's PLO. PLO 8. It's not limit. I have in like a long time ago, really long time ago, I used to play this is 15 years ago or 14 years ago. I used to play a 15, 30, 45 stud high-low game, and that was at the Trop, and I was 21 or 22, and the next youngest person was like 65, and it was during the day. James, out for tonight. Love your honesty and grind mentality. Get that 10K subs you deserve. 100K subs. You're a better player than Brad Owen. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Carl said you're loose ego. Caller 3Bet Jody. That's your name, 3Bet Jody. Mm-hmm. If you're going back to playing more live than online, would you play?
Sorry, I distracted you.
We'll update that in a second. Daniel said if you're to go back to playing more live than online, would you play more PLO or no limit? I'd have to check out what the PLO games are like. 9-handed PLO, not very enjoyable to me. If it was a spot where I could get into some more short-handed PLO games, I would definitely play PLO over no limit. Yeah, so I just don't really enjoy 9-handed PLO very much at all. So I would honestly, if I had to go back to playing live, then I would just do the idea that I said where I made vlogs and played lower stakes and just like really focused on creating content rather than like trying to play high stakes or anything like that. I think that's probably what I would do. Luke said, dude is dead, and I'm bragging about how you owned his soul. Classy. LO classy. All right, Oliver. So would you like to tell Oliver what happened? 2 weeks ago on the live stream.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago on the live stream, a gentleman came into the chat whose name was 9 inches for your little booty, and he was asking me to FaceTime him, and his profile picture was inappropriate.
It was a dick, Oliver. A wanker, if you will. And then he just he like said a few other things, and then we thought maybe he was talking to me. And because I said that if you're looking for little booty, Jody's not the person to look for. And I thought that maybe he was talking to me because I actually have a little booty. And then he said, no, that wasn't the case. And then he said, all right, I got to go get some milk. Mm-hmm. And then he left. That was the last thing he said.
Our daughter tonight informed me that I have a big ass.
She ain't wrong. But if the replay of that stream is on the channel, but the audio was awful.
Yeah, it was so bad.
So the audio was not very good. So, but if you go to like wherever you go to where you see us cracking up hysterically and just watch that part, it's pretty amazing. Agree that Luke is a legend. My girlfriend thinks poker is too predatory. What do you guys think? Anthony said she's not the one, Steve. The way that I look at it, it sucks that certain people lose money, obviously, and it sucks that people are not good at it and that they lose money, whatever. But the way I look at it is everyone is there on their own power with making their own choices to play or not to play. And everyone also has the ability to get better at it. And so if you choose not to get better at it, or you choose just to view it as a fun thing to do on the side or whatever, and I can't help it if I'm going to take the money from you. That's just the way I think it works. I don't know. Also, she's not the one, Steve. I want to know what pokernews.com said that was retracted. A wanker, if you will. Did I ban the 12-inch destroyer? I did not ban I did not ban him.
He's welcome to come back anytime he wants.
Yeah. Come
What?
on. Did you say he's welcome to come on your back anytime he
I
wants?
certainly did not. What the hell is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Why would you say
my
that?
God. You are so
I-
freaking disturbed. I can't even.
I knew that I had to worry about the 12-inch destroyer. Corey, what's up, man? Ratish, what's going on? How are you tonight? Sorry, Steve. Like, she could totally be the one for you. I don't want to say that she's not the one for you. That it could totally work out. And like I could totally see like that vantage point, like people viewing things that way.
Yeah, but also everybody's going into the game with the choice to be there.
For sure.
So if you're choosing to be there, it's not really predatory. You know the chances that you have of playing against somebody who's a good player and losing money. That's part of the thing.
Yep.
Part of the deal.
Yep.
Trevor doesn't know how to stay G-rated. He's just inappropriate all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like our podcast should probably be G-rated, but I also say stuff on there that's probably not good either. I love how 12-inch destroyer is his name. It's definitely his name forever now. Yeah, G-rated live stream. Sorry, buddy. Do I think I will play on live at the bike? I would play on live with the bike if they invited me. Sure, why not? We talked about this last week. I think I've never actually played poker in California at all, and that should change eventually. Gio, what's up, buddy? How's it going? James, what time is bedtime for the kids? Andrew's usually sleeping by 8. Cam has sheer Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that doesn't work out for her getting in bed early. So she's usually in bed by 9 most nights, I think. Yeah. Ava goes to bed. Ava might even still be awake right now. She does her own thing. We don't even know what she's doing up there. All right. Ben said, my wife is anemic and pregnant. Any diet suggestions?
I was actually just reading about anemia before we got on here. It's pretty random. Don't ask me why I was reading about it. Actually, I'll tell you why I was reading about it. Because I just saw Johnny Vibe's tweet where he was saying that he's severely anemic, but he's also vegan. So I was looking up like vegan sources. So does she eat meat? I have to wait for the answer.
Okay. Do you know the answers okay. Because if you guys have any other questions that you want to throw out there, we can include them in the podcast next week. Also, we had a question from last week from Priestley. Okay. We had a question from Priestley last week in this chat that Jody didn't answer in the chat here, and we answered it on the podcast. So we can always throw in some questions that we can answer on the podcast if you guys want to give that a listen. Okay. So yeah.
So any legumes, beans and such, they're a good source. You can also do nuts. So nuts are also a really good source. Lentils are a great source. And what else was in there? Any of the like tempeh, kind of tofu, all the soy products. They're not my favorite, but if that's your thing, then by all means, that's a source of iron. There's also iron in leafy greens. But if you combine any of these foods with something that's vitamin C rich, then that'll also help you absorb the iron better. Will help her absorb the iron better. So if you just Google like plant-based sources of iron, you'll find tons of them. And then, like I said, combining it together with vitamin C is going to help it absorb a lot better, because you have to actually eat more plant-based iron sources than you would. Like a vegetarian needs more iron than a meat eater would, because you don't absorb it as well, because it's a different type of iron. Meat has heme iron, and it's just different. It's absorbed a little easier. So if you mix it with vitamin C, that'll help you, help her absorb it better. You don't want to go crazy either, then you have adverse side effects from that. That's it. That's what I got.
I wasn't listening to anything you just said. Just like when I was talking about poker, same thing. We just zoned off into different areas. Let's give it a little shout out here to my man Felix. Felix, if you're out there, I know you're out
He
there.
is out there.
He's out there. He's on the couch with Anthony. Shout out to Felix.
Put
Howdy.
him in bed. He needs sleep. Children need sleep. It's very important.
You're shaking the screen.
Yeah, whatever.
Howdy, Jalib. Thanks for joining us. I think that's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to wrap this up now?
Whatever you want to do.
It's
past our bedtime.
It's 25 minutes past my bedtime. We might have to start this at 9 o'clock now. Soon.
And you're welcome, by the way.
Okay.
He said thank you.
Oh, okay. Sure. Sounds good, Luke. You can send that over to me. And I guess we'll just wrap this up. So, guys, check out the podcast. It's on Apple, Spotify, all those places. Raising the Nuts podcast. Smash that like button for us. Tell your friends to subscribe so we get to 10,000 subscribers. Next week will be the first in the Anthony Latanzi experiment that you guys see. Steve, don't leave your girlfriend because of something somebody said on a live stream. And we hope you guys are doing well out there. We'll be here again next week, next Thursday. Listen to the podcast. Watch for the videos. We love you guys. Anything else, Jody?
I think you about covered it all. Yeah, you got to choke out that like button. There you go.
Choke out that like button.
Choke slam the like button, everybody.
Slam your 12 inches on the
Oh, God.
on the computer screen. All right?
That is so disturbing.
All right. See you guys all later.
Bye.
Did it end?
Suplex that button.
Suplex it.